So what we're going to do next is we're going to fit the tube in here so that it runs smoothly, allowing the heads to move, while also making sure that it doesn't get in the way of anything. And for that we're going to use this little clip here. So as you can see, it's got the double-sided tape there, and we're just going to stick this onto this little flap over there. But first what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the tube's in place here, and then I'm going to secure this flap where it was, and then we'll stick it. So firstly, let's just work this guy in there. It needs to just come right in between that gap. So the first thing I need to do is I'm going to need to click it in on this side so that I can reclaim the space that I had there. So let's just try and work this guy back into there. This is a bit of a tricky thing, and as I said, don't use force here, because these are just plastic parts and you're likely to break something if you push too hard. Yeah. So also important not to actually puncture or damage the tubes on this side, so you just need to work them through there. There we go. And then come back this side and make sure that we got this in here. There we go. And then once again, use your screwdriver. It's probably not a bad idea. Try and just wedge this back and then make sure that it's in here. There we go. And just there we go. And make sure that before you click it in place that there's a bit of room for this guy to move here, because we're still going to adjust the tubes. And then just make sure that you get this back into place. There we go. So that's in place. And we've got some play on the tubes here, so we can position them to the right place. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that there's enough surplus tube so that the heads can move all the way to the left hand side of the print spool here. So it might just need a little bit more, not too much, because it's just a bit more. We also want to make sure that there's no twist in the tubes here, so they're nicely aligned there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this piece of double-sided tape clip right on here. So you see there's a surface with ridges here, and there's a surface which is quite flat. So you'll find that the clip with a double-sided adhesive will fit or will fix much nicer onto the area which is smooth. Alright, so as always it's a bit of a change to get the double-sided adhesive or the thing ready to stick. And there we go, secure it nicely there. Give it a little bit of support from the bottom and then just press it firmly. You don't break anything, of course. And then you've got that in there. So next thing we're going to do is we're just going to secure you want to make sure that that's pretty much in the middle, so that there's also enough leeway for the cartridge to return all the way to its home.